Hi, this is Cherie with Rehash Fiber. I have a great project for you called the Svall shawl. It's very lenient on what yarn you use, which works perfect for me. That works with all my hand spun yarn. I love spinning, and a lot of times I have just spun up the 4 ounces that I received that I bought or whatever. And I just have that fun of spinning it. But then I end up with a pile of it. You can see back there. And I do like to use what I spin up. So I am always on the lookout for patterns that will work with hand spun yarn. And I'm not a perfect spinner. My yarn looks hand spun. And it was really thick earlier on in my first days of spinning, first year of spinning. And it's gotten better. And of course, it also depends on the fiber and how easily I, can draft it to get it thinner and all that. So I found this pattern called the Svall shawl, S-V-A-L-L. It's on Ravelry, and the designer is Frida, Oskap. What I liked about it is it's very generous on whatever weight your yarn is. This was triple plied so that it would retain the color and not get all mushy. So what I ended up was with a medium skein of yarn of very pretty colors. This is very soft. So I only had this amount of yarn, and the pattern, obviously this did not make a shawl. But if you have a lot of yarn, you can. But that is what I liked about it, because I have a lot of shawls, but this is really cute. Like, say when it's coolish out and throw on a jean jacket and put this around. It works, keeps my neck warm on the cool nights, and it's perfect. So the pattern is super doable. You just start off at one corner and you just add rows by doing the knitting through the front and the back. There's a 4-row repeat, and then once you've added on enough stitches, you end up doing the 1 decorative row out of those 4, where you do the yarn overs that create the pretty pattern of holes throughout the scarf. So I will share all the information with this pattern in the show's description. So other things going on. Do you see my shirt? I've been doing that lately. I'm getting more and more rehash fiber shirts because I use my logo and I'm having fun getting the shirts and wearing them. This one is just the globe of yarn with the knitting needles through it. How I came about designing this with the designer that helped me create my logo was just, I have been so amazed how fiber transcends time. The first tools that were made so people could make yarn to make fabric, years, thousands of years ago, and how it is all over the world. I mean, you hear stories from South America, Europe, India, our Native American Indians, the Navajo weavers. It's everywhere, and I love to travel. So I thought it would be perfect to do the globe of yarn with the knitting needles. Plus I take knitting with me everywhere I go. So that's how this part of the logo got started. So if you're interested in the t-shirts, or I have a variety of items for sale in merchandise, it's at rehashfiber.com. You can go there and shop for whatever you would like. I also have the Get Kivute shirt ready because I'm heading to Alaska in a couple weeks for the muskox and their Kivute. So I thought I'd have a fun commemorative shirt to have for that. Okay, and another thing, if you're enjoying the programming, I invite you to join Patreon. By giving just $3 a month, you help keep the programming going. There are costs related to every bit of this, and I enjoy searching out fiber information for you and giving it to you. So if you join Patreon and donate every month, just that little bit, it adds up, it really helps out. And some of the fun things with Patreon are I communicate there, interesting things I learn. I do a lot of travel for fiber. I will post the parts of the travel that the general population can do. Another thing is, when I have extra supplies just taking up space that I know I'm not going to use, I'll post them on there as a giveaway, and all the Patreon member has to do is let me know, pay for the shipping via PayPal, and I will send it on its way to that person. And that's just kind of sharing the love of the fiber craft and sharing with the people who are supporting the show by saying thanks that way. All right. So there's lots of good stuff going on. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do this fall shawl, happy knitting, and thanks for watching.